Hello guys, welcome in Unified IT Solution. Today topic is what is Splunk, replication factor and search factor. So let's start. So in Splunk, replication factor and search factor are important configuration related to data redundancy availability in cluster Splunk deployment. So they are primarily used in indexer clustering, which ensure high availability and fault toleration for indexed data. So let's start with the replication factor, which is we called in short RF as well. So the definition which says the number of copies of raw data or the primary bucket, you can say, that are maintained with the cluster. The purpose to ensure the durability and availability in case of indexer failure. How it works: if replication factor, if RF is set to 3, Splunk will maintain the 3 copy of your data, 1 original and 2 replicate, distribute across different indexing cluster. So even one of indexer goes down, the data is still accessible from the remaining replication. So key point: higher RF provide better fault tolerance but required more storage. So RF must be less than or equal to the total number of indexer in the cluster. So replication factor is nothing but it's a backup of your data, and backup is means active backup where it is available for searching and using as well. So backup is something, in a general stance, what is a backup? Backup is something like we deleted accidentally the original, so we can restore from the backup. But replication factor is it maintain the 3 copy of a single data, and it could be accessible all 3 in a parallel. So one should be the primary and another should be the replicate. Search factor: so the definition, the number of the copies of searchable data that are maintained in the cluster. So purpose ensure that search can continue if some indexer is unavailable. How it work: if as sub means search factor is set to 2, Splunk ensure that there are 2 searchable copy of each bucket in the cluster. Searchable copy are fully replicated copy of indexed data that can be queried by search. Key point: search factor focus on search availability. Search factor must be less than or equal to the replication factor. You cannot have more than searchable copy than raw data copies. So there are relation between search factor and replication factor is search factor can be less than or equal to the replication factor, because search factor cannot be more than that. So whatever is available, that only can be available for searching. So more than that is not available. So if you have 3 replication factor, 3 copy means 3 copy of data, so search factor can be 3 or 2 or 1, right? It cannot be more than 3. Okay, let's take an example of scenario. Cluster size, we have 5 indexer, replication copies is 3, RF is at 3, and copy of raw data across the cluster. Okay, and search factor is 2. So Splunk will distribute the raw data to ensure 3 copies are available and make at least 2 of those copies are searchable. So how many copies replication factor you will make, it will directly increase your cost and search factor as well. So like 3 replication copy and 2 search copy, so 2 copy will be only searchable, other 1 copy will be in the compressed format. That copy is also a original copy like complete data, but it will be in compressed. So whatever is factor like 2 factors, so through 2 copy will be in uncompressed. So which compress means it will take more space, and compress means it will take less space. So how many copy you will make it searchable, they will be uncompressed and will take a high storage. So make sure you set the search factor and replication factor, because they directly impact your storage. So make sure you understand the environment and then only you enable it. So Splunk will, so if a indexer is failed, the cluster ensure that RF and SF required are maintained by the replicating data to other healthy indexer. So 5 indexer, 3 replication, so it can be, if 1 is down there is no issue, 2 is down there is no issue, but if 3rd is down, then your replication factor will be intact, it won't be able to meet the replication factor. So how this configuration look like? The RF and SF are defined on the cluster master configuration file, which is server.conf file, under the clustering stanza. So clustering stanza, this is the standard name, you cannot change it. Mode means this is a cluster master, so master is name, replication factor 3 and search factor is 2. So this configuration you will find on the cluster master. Yeah. Key consideration. So storage high RF and SF value require more storage since each copy occupies this space. Performance, more copies may increase your network traffic and replication time. Cluster size, the number of index in the cluster must support the configure and RF and SF. So thank you guys, and this is what RF and SF. If you have any doubt, please let us know in comment, and kindly subscribe our channel, like our videos, and let us know if you want to create any video on specific topic. Please let us know in comment. We'll definitely create for you.